Tim Lincecum pitched a masterpiece for his second career no-hitter. Tonight, he gets the ball against the NL Central rival. The Cardinals are a constant presence in the postseason, and they've got a lineup packed with dangerous bats. Tim Lincecum takes on the Cardinals, and he does it next.
We are coming to you from beautiful AT&T Park at the corner of 3rd and King. That's right, a new team in town. It's the Cardinals for Game 1 of this 3-game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, I think we've made it well known that we are all pleased that June is behind us. And now the Giants will go into July facing a team that's pretty good. Much like the Cincinnati Reds, the National League Central Cardinals are here, and they'll be a good challenge.
Well, this ought to be a good series, and indeed it will be a challenge. And the Giants would love to get off on the right foot tonight with Tim Lincecum. Now, historically, he has always pitched well against these Cardinals, 5-1 lifetime, and he's coming off a no-hitter where he had all 4 pitches working. So if you're Dave Righetti, if you're Bruce Bochy, you're thinking that, well, if he could go 80% of that, he's going to give this team a heck of a chance to win. That will be the goal tonight. The Giants need to find some hits in that lineup. It is the month of July, and I think they're going to find them in the month of July.
All right, Sanchez behind the dish, Buster Posey at first base. When we come back, Amy G, well, she's going to take a look at Lincecum's last start. Also happens to be the last time the Giants picked up a win. So, Amy G on Lincecum's last start, the no-hitter, right after this.
For the new Jalapeno Ranch or Barbecue Ultimate Cheeseburgers at participating restaurants. And by Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
After a day off, your San Francisco Giants have regrouped and are ready to reclaim first place in the NL West. They are going to take on the St. Louis Cardinals for a 3-game set right here at home. Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Amy Gutierrez, and Tim Lincecum's on the mound this evening, his first outing since recording the historic no-hitter last week. And we can break down that game a multitude of ways, but tonight we look at percentage-wise just how difficult it is to accomplish a no-hitter. It's our AT&T U-verse Rewind this evening. It's still very fresh in everyone's mind. Here's a look at the final out. The Padres' Will Venable grounding out to Joe Panic. Of course, Joe putting down that knee, making sure he makes that out. Big bear hug and a big celebration on the field before Tim came over to get surprised by not one, but 2 buckets of Powerade. Yes, that's Javi Lopez there in the back. All right, here's our no-hitter tracker, and it breaks down inning by inning how Tim's chances increase, but not by much. Take a look at the 7th inning. He only had a 10% chance of completing a no-hitter. It goes up to 22% in the 8th, and with 3 outs to go, Tim only had a 43% chance of completing his second career no-hitter. But if baseball has taught us anything, it's about beating the odds. And of course, little Timmy Lincecum defies the odds, and he'll be on the hill for your San Francisco Giants tonight. Kruk and Kipe have the call. They are going to have lineups and first pitch, but it is Say Hey Tuesday. And after these messages, we're going to check in with our fellows standing by at Willie Mays Plaza for an update. So stay with us.
out of the dugout. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open daily. 62 degrees. That's the temperature here at the yard. The wind's at 12 miles per hour. Humidity fairly high, and it is partly cloudy. And for the hitters, that's good. For about the first 3 innings, they don't have to worry about that sun-splashed hitting background. So Tim Lincecum, he takes the mound for the first time since his no-hitter. Let's take a look at the lineup that he'll be facing. A really good hitter, Carpenter, will lead things off, followed by Taveras, the Rook, then Peralta, Adams, and Molina. Alan Craig, he's going to hit 6th. Then it's John Jay, the local kid Daniel Descalso, and the pitcher, the Rook, Marco Gonzalez.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the 2-time Cy Young Award winner, 4-time All-Star Tim Lincecum, making start number 17 on the year, 6-5 so far with a 4.42 ERA. But at this ballpark here, 3.19 ERA, so quite a bit different on the road than he is here at home. Lifetime against these Cardinals, 5-1 with a 2.89 ERA. When he's right, you're going to see a fastball that's low 90s. Big curveball, slider, split. And the last start that he had, the no-hitter, he had all of them working. And as always, when we look at Lincecum, we watch as to what type of fastball command that he opens up with. It's imperative that he finds an early rhythm. Sometimes that can be difficult for him. We'll keep our eye on that. And let's take a look at the defense that the Giants will employ behind Tim Lincecum tonight, starting in their outfield from left to right. It'll be Morse, Perez, and Pence. Really good arms across the board. Crawford, Sandoval on the left side of the infield, Hicks and Posey on the right side, and Hector Sanchez will be in the squad putting down the signs. Time now for our Nissan keys to the game. Well, turn the calendar. It's July. June got a little stale. Remember, the Giants started off 6-0, and they finished up 10-16. So they need to get back to the winning ways, and hopefully July will provide that opportunity. And number 2, key to the game, find some hits. The offense, there's a few soft spots in there right now that need to heat up, and that will be our Nissan keys to the game.
And they're ready with a good attitude. And here's Carpenter. He will lead things off.
How can you tell she had good attitude?
That's pretty easy. First pitch of the ball game misses. So we get started at 7:16. Carpenter hitting at .281, 4 home runs, 31 driven in. Tell you all you need to know about Chris Carpenter, or Matt Carpenter. He had 3 hits against Clayton Kershaw when Kershaw started against the Cardinals 2 days ago. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
He's never faced Lincecum before. And that pitch is a bit high, called by Ed Hickox. Barrett, Culpa, and Demuth from first to third.
Hickok's a low ball umpire, and it can be a little odd at times. You got to stay on the pitches that wrap around corners if you're a hitter, because he will call those wraparound breaking balls, and it always seems like he has a little more width on the outside part of the plate to lefties and righties.
And that pitch is wide.
But he can pinch it too. If you're not throwing strikes, he's not going to help you.
Oscar Taveras is on deck, and then Johnny Peralta. We are just underway. A little confused by that shot. Here's the 3-1, and it's a perfect strike, 3-2.
I'm not confused at all. Mother is a Giants fan.
Yeah, well then. Okay, I'll go with that. Here's the payoff. And he walked him on a fastball high. Taveras is a rook. Just called up, did this in St. Louis against the Giants.
Smero Petit hung a little breaking ball over the plate. This was his first big league hit and his first big league home run. And one thing we saw Tavares do a lot of in that series, the Giants played him in St. Louis, is he sat a lot on off-speed stuff.
See his numbers in Memphis. And here he takes a strike. So Lincecum out of the stretch now against Tavares, Peralta, and then Adams coming up next here in the top of the first inning. Glad you joined us. This 3-game series will wrap up this homestand. Carpenter leaning. He does not go. And this is a check swing foul, and it's 0-2. Indians off to a good start. They've scored 3 runs off of Josh Beckett in L.A. And they are still hitting in the first. It's 3-0. I love those Indians. One of my favorite teams.
They are tonight.
Got him.
So a 3-pitch see ya to Oscar Tavares. Take a look at the first specialty pitch of the night. It's like a little split. And set the target away, but with his split, it doesn't make a difference what side of the plate it gets to. It's so deceptive with the arm action that it can still be a great pitch. And a swing through strike 3 is always a great pitch.
So here's Johnny Peralta, the Cardinals shortstop. And now the Giants, not a normal double play depth. Is Crawford really playing Peralta to pull? So far to pull that maybe a ball hit the Buster Posey. He's going to have to throw it to Hicks.
No, you're right.
Well, Peralta's got some power. And he's never faced Lincecum before. And there's a first pitch, off-speed pitch for a called strike.
And there really aren't that many guys that do well against Lincecum when they face him for the first couple times, just because his motion, his delivery is so unorthodox. And he comes at you with a right straight over the top 12-6 delivery, and that is rare. There really isn't anybody like him.
Yeah, I guess that would be hard if you were to, somebody were to ask you, well, who's he like? Well, nobody.
Nobody.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. I think the one thing that people like to do is they like to compare him to other pitchers his size. But all the other pitchers his size, they don't throw like him at all.
Well, his delivery, I mean, he's a long armer. He really pitches taller than he is. Lincecum's 5'11", but because of the height of his release point right over the top, he pitches like he's a taller pitcher. And because of that high release, he gets tilt. So it's very important for him to establish knee-high location in the eye of the hitter, because from his release point to where it gets caught around the hitter's knees, that's tilt. It's always been a better fastball for him.
No swing on the appeal. 2-2. A lot of umpires here thought he went around. I did not. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
All right, did he go? Close. 50-50.
Carpenter drew a walk. He's at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Down low, 3-2. The Cardinals are coming off a series in L.A. where they lost 3 of 4. They won on Friday night. They lost 1-0, 9-1, 6-1.
That's not a lot of runs being scored.
Runner goes. Swinging a pop-up. Hicks is calling, and Hicks will make the catch. 2 out.
And right the last 5 minutes before Lincecum goes out to the mound, he'll work on his grips, and he just gets a feel of them. There's a 2-seam fastball. You saw the circle change. Just get a feel of the seam on the ball. He'll flip it over and he'll find the 4-seam fastball. And then there's the split. It's pretty cool. Just get a feel.
Here's Adams. Giants did not face Adams. He was on the DL when they were in St. Louis. And that was a big loss for the Cardinals because this guy's got some power.
And he is middle in strong. Short arm swinger. And if you make a mistake up and into him, he can hurt you. He's a good hitter anyway. I mean, he can hurt you in a lot of different areas, but he is quick middle in.
Overshift is on with Hicks playing out in shallow right field. Curveball. And a beauty.
A good one. Well, that was the thing that he brought into his no-hitter with the Padres. I mean, everything he had was working, and everything when it works can strike you out. And that is 12-6 break. And it locked up Adams because he was probably sitting on a fastball.
And he taps this one foul. It remains 0-2. And watch this thing drop.
Take a look at the long stride, which is always the signature of Lincesum, but getting out in front is also the key. And he was in beautiful hand position there. That's our Exmo, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
And tried to sneak a fastball at 93 by him. It stays at 0-2.
That's good velocity on the fastball for him. He was reaching back right there. The gal with the horned helmet. Fantastic. Gamer babes. God love them.
Hit well to left, but Morris with room, and that'll end the inning. So the leadoff walk, not a problem. Giants are coming up. Perez, Pence, Posey, and maybe more. Brought to you by Coors Light. Hey, the kid, Juan Perez, is going to lead things off. Then it'll be Pence and Buster Posey. His numbers against the Cardinals are very good, and he is the one guy swinging a hot bat right now for the Giants. It will be Sandoval, followed by Moore, Sanchez, and Crawford. Hicks gets a start. He's hitting 8th, and Lincecum will hit 9th.
On the hill tonight for the St. Louis Cardinals, making his second start in his young major league career, will be the left-hander Marco Gonzalez, 6'1", 195-pounder, out of Fort Collins, Colorado. Interesting that he's from Colorado. He opened up his big league career against the Rockies. And in that game, he got a no decision. 5 earned runs with 7 hits, 9 base runners. When he's right, you're going to see a low 90s fastball. He's got a big curveball and a changeup. Very good athlete. And the former first-round pick of the Cardinals in the 2013 draft. So he has got to the big leagues very quickly.
And Lincecum sits down as he survives a leadoff walk. And here Perez takes down low. Perez hitting 158. His one home run came at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Here he fouls it out of play to even the count. Giants looking for a spark. and they're looking for it from anybody. Adrian Gonzalez has just hit a 2-run home run for the Dodgers. There's a happy fan. In tight, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Marco Gonzalez didn't even play AAA ball. He went right from AA to the big leagues.
And that's foul. Chance for our ball dude. Well, maybe not.
That's Mitch Short. Our ball dude right there.
Mitch was a little short on this, I got to tell you.
All right, Mitch, just take a look. Yeah, I got this one. And his arms, a little short.
Tap to the second baseman, Descalzo.
Take a look at the Cardinal defense playing behind Marco Gonzalez. Starting in the outfield, it's going to be Craig, Jay, and Tavares. Peralta Carpenter will play on the left side of the infield. Descalzo, local kid, coming home, joining Matt Adams on the right side of the infield. And Yadier Molina will be in the squad, putting down the signs.
First pitch in tight to Hunter Pence, hitting .293, 11 home runs, 30 driven in. And a called strike with Buster Posey to follow.
You look at the quick trip through the minor leagues for Marco Gonzalez, and it really is pretty mind-blowing. In his minor league career, he went 5-4 in 99 innings, struck out 101, but his ERA 2.08. You see, well, how can a guy get to big leagues that quick? Well, his father, Frank, was a pitching coach for the Colorado Rockies NYP League Tri-City team.
Pence breaks his bat on this fly ball to left, but Alan Craig will track it down.
So I gotta believe Marco Gonzalez had a pretty good education in the fine art of pitching while growing up.
Yeah, past the salt. Oh, by the way, you're holding that salt a little wrong.
That's how pitching coaches are. You need to hold it deeper on the bottom. It's a better power position there.
That's exactly right. Here's Buster Posey. Buster hitting at .293. Both Pence and Posey at .293. 9 home runs, 40 driven in. As Posey lifts this one to left, it's in the park, and that'll end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Marco Gonzalez. It'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. 0-0.
More movement it had, and I was getting the ground balls that I needed and the weak pop flies. He said, I didn't feel like it was a stuffed day. I felt like it was a location day. And folks, truer words could not have been spoken in regards to his outing. Threw less fastballs that day, more changeups, and just was fantastic from the first inning through the ninth.
Yadier Molina fouls it out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He did it about 35 pitches less than his earlier no-hitter against the Padres. But Molina has had no problem figuring out Tim Lincecum. 412 lifetime.
7 for 17. 2 balls and 1 strike.
What was that? Let's take a look.
Yeah, that's a strike.
Well, especially he's a low ball guy too. That's right there.
2 and 2.
He had Molina just set him up with that one.
Who did we go through with? Jason Worth?
Yep.
Had like the really bad 2 swings and then gone. Brandon Phillips the other night.
Yep.
Against Sergio Romo. Setting up for the next at bat. Check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, gentlemen. Unfortunately, not great news to report on Angel Pagan. He worked out yesterday on the Giants' off day and experienced a setback. He's going to travel to LA tomorrow to see a doctor for a second opinion on a bulging disc in his back that's causing sciatica, so the pain shooting down the back of his leg. Bruce Bochy's hopeful that he'll come back tomorrow night with a good report, though, guys.
Yes. Good news would be terrific. On the other end, you got to figure out a way to win without him. Here's Alan Craig, who takes a call strike.
They set up on the outside corner. This thing goes up and in above the hands, wind up being a perfect pitch, and they basically get him with 2 half swings with high fastballs above the hands.
Up the middle, over the bag, and a base hit.
Lincecum almost had a backhanded swipe that paid off for him.
So no Johnny Vandermeer tonight.
There'll be no consecutive no-hitters.
This tipped it.
I'm saying that's an error.
Yeah, the first hit's got to be very clean. So here's John Jay with Alan Craig at first and 1 out. And the first pitch to John Jay is down low, hitting .296, a home run, 20 driven in. He's always been a bit problematic for the Giants.
I've never seen him take a bad at bat. We should talk about Johnny Vandermeer. There's probably a bunch of our audience that may not be familiar with Johnny Vandermeer.
Posey to Crawford to Lincecum, just coming up short. Well, the simple part of it is he threw back-to-back no-hitters.
That's it. The only guy in baseball history to ever have consecutive no-hitters. Take a look at the end of this play. And it was called correctly by Lance Barrett. John Jay runs very well. It was going to be very tough to try and double him up on that.
Here's Descalzo, another guy that always has pretty good at bats against the Giants. He's hitting 192. Doesn't get a chance to get into that starting lineup, but like I said, he always gives the Giants a good battle every time he comes to the plate.
Good player. Went to St. Francis High School in Mountain View.
Lifts this one out to Morris, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Pablo Sandoval coming up.
as they will be performing live in Seals Plaza pregame from 5 to 7. Your special event package will include a complimentary beverage and a game ticket as the Giants will then take on the Diamondbacks. So you need tickets, go to 415 or call 415-972-2298 or go to sfgiants.com/special events.
Here's Sandoval. Sandoval takes high. He's at 267, 9 home runs, 34 runs batted in. With Michael Morris on deck, Sandoval takes wide, 2-0. Line drive, right field, base hit. So Sandoval opens up the second inning with a base hit. And that'll bring up Michael Morris. Yeah, they brought back the boots. The boots.
Well, I don't know why they ever left.
Yeah, tried everything. Woody didn't even work.
That's great.
Woody was here, what, Sunday?
When Woody Magic doesn't, it just got to be too much June.
Absolutely. Morris hitting 275. And he takes a belt-high strike.
It's great to see Pablo Sandoval put those boots on. Those are size 13s. Now those are Madison Bumgarner's. Sandoval wears a size 11. So he puts those things on and he walks around. He looks like Bozo the Clown. But they have hits in them, and that's the important fact.
You can see where Gonzalez is trying to pitch Morris, and that's in. And that's not unusual. Tapped back to Gonzalez. He goes to Peralta, and that's a double play. So that wipes out the leadoff single, and here's Hector Sanchez. Sanchez right at 200. And he's hit a dry spell.
Well,
0 for his last 11, 1 for his last 20.
This is a very important at-bat.
There's a sharp ground ball to Descalzo. And that'll end the inning.
Now he's on the interstate.
Gonzalez is going to lead things off and then the top of the order.
the Togo's way. We go back to 2012 NLCS Game 7. That's when Hunter Pence had a bat that we really couldn't quite figure out, and we looked at on ultra slow motion, and it turned out that the ball hit his bat 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And that was the kind of night that it was. And that's our Togo's big play, the Togo's way.
Then it started to rain.
That was the most amazing night.
It was. Tap slowly to Hicks. Hicks will charge and underhand it to Posey. I don't think anybody will soon ever forget that game.
No. And the way it ended, the rain and the shine on the infield, it was saturated. And Marco Scutero catching a pop fly in an absolute downpour. It was, I mean, it's as surreal as a baseball game can ever get. A magical night in San Francisco.
Here's Carpenter, who drew a walk in the first. That was the 6th of 6 elimination games. How about that?
Yeah.
And they won them all. I guess they had to.
Well, they would not lose again.
Lincecum shoots this one to the backstop. This was the last out. Remember, it was Holiday who popped it up.
And that was a happy bunch. And they were soaking wet.
They didn't care.
They did not care.
They pulled that stage behind second base and handed out all the awards. It was horrid.
It was.
And the Scutero family could have cared less. Everybody else was covering up. Skied into center field for Perez. 2 outs. This is the presentation I was talking about. Is that Warren Giles?
That's Bill Giles.
Or Bill? Bill looked like, what am I doing out here, for crying out loud? Aaron Andrews grabbed the microphone. Oh, my goodness. Look at Brian. Soaking wet, didn't care.
Nope.
Bruce Bochy, soaking wet, didn't care.
Brian Sabian was a happy Irishman that night.
First pitch on the ground to Hicks. This is going to end the inning. So Lincecum with a clean third, and now it'll be the bottom of the order coming up. No score. Cardinals and Giants game It'll be July 2nd, and it'll be followed by post-game fireworks. Still great seats available for all the matchups against the Cardinals. Again, that's fireworks night tomorrow, July 2nd. Visit sfgiants.com/tickets. Fireworks are always a big deal, but especially here because they come at you from the Cove. There's a great shot. We don't get to see that shot very often.
That is a good shot.
That might be my new favorite. There's a strike to Crawford, hitting .252. 7 home runs, 36 driven in. With Hicks to follow. Good pitch. Low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Frankie's got that shot, and I think maybe we ought to just plant him up there all the time.
I'm in. It took him 2 days to get up there, though.
That's all right. Doesn't look like he's unhappy up there. Although the folks behind him look like they could use some hot chocolate. 2-1 to Crawford. We would know what it's like to sit outside and do a game.
Yes, we would.
Yes, we would. 2-2 pitch. And Crawford is going to see another pitch. Hicks to follow. Crawford takes the walk. Nice at bat. There's a good chance I'm swinging at that one. Here's Hicks. Hicks, 8 home runs, 22 driven in. We watched his batting practice today as he pops this one up. Adams is doing the pop-up dance, and Descalzo is going to be fortunate enough to force out Crawford. Neither had a chance.
Well, as a runner, I mean, you have no chance. You have to stay at the first base sack. You have to anticipate the pop-up's going to get caught. And you can see the route that Crawford takes.
How's Adams doing here?
Not good.
Maybe by 15 feet?
Well, maybe 25.
Candlestick returns. Here's Lincecum. He had a couple of hits the last game, his no-hitter game. Here he'll take a strike. I was talking about Hicks. We watched him batting practice, and he hit everything to right field, and he had a really nice stroke going. So you can see that he is trying to work on something.
Think about Lincecum's no-hit day with 2 hits. I don't know what's more impressive, the no-hitter or him getting 2 hits.
And another strike, so it's 0-2. So Lincecum maybe pulling the Donnie Robinson here. Missed 2 bunts on purpose so you can swing. One and 2.
We checked in on our gamer babes. We have another horn helmet. They they are leading the league in fun tonight. It's all about attitude. Strap it on, head to the yard.
Lincecum, Carpenter. They get the out there. They do not get the out there.
Well, after the no-hitter, Tim Lincecum went to the helmet that is part of the Giants clubhouse this year, and he also had on a USA soccer team jersey
Let's raise our glasses here to this marriage. You know, in this game we get to see some special things in baseball. We got to see one of them. Now we get to see another one, and that puts you in another class. I mean, I want to thank you for making it a lot less stressful. You know, the pitch count was much better.
Yeah. 148 pitches for Lincecum's no-hitter in San Diego. And what was this one, 113?
I think it was 113.
Here's Perez, who bounced out in his first at bat, and it's 0-2.
That's a good changeup from Gonzalez. He is showing that he'll throw it in any count.
Well, if he sees a young hitter swinging at it, you're going to see it a lot.
Well, you may have a guy out there just making his second big league start, but you got a pretty savvy veteran behind the plate calling the signs.
That you do.
And Yadier Molina.
1-2.
Good pitch right there. I don't think you're going to see a lot of shaking off from Gonzalez tonight. Pretty much what Molina puts down, he's going to be going with.
One ball, 2 strikes. Got him. And that'll end the inning. 4th inning coming up.
The second inning off Jamie Easterly, and Stretch was the 12th player in MLB history to reach the 500 home runs. The Giants are the only MLB franchise to have 4 players reach the milestone while on their roster. Mel Ott, Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, and Barry Bonds. And that's our Coors Banquet timeless moment.
That's good stuff. Here's Peralta, who takes a strike. Why are these highlights coming out of Atlanta? With the 2-man dance coming out of Atlanta.
It's the funniest thing I ever saw in my life. The no-hitter by John Montefusco was in Atlanta, I believe it was 1976, and Gary Alexander was the catcher. And upon the final out, there was a celebration in the middle of the infield, and it was a 2-man dance.
Little looper down the right field line. Pence will give chase. It's going to be foul.
Cal Bear had him played perfectly. Not a problem. No big thing. I do it all the time.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Got the ball, flip it to a kid, get ready for the next one.
And that got Hector Sanchez on the hand. Now, Dave Greshner is going to come out.
problem with it is if it hits you just in the right spot, and that's right on the thumb, your hand will go numb.
Right on the meaty part of the thumb.
And it takes a while for that to rub off. But I know one thing. There's a good thing that there's nobody on base right now, because he's going to have some problems throwing the ball for a while. That may last 2, 3, maybe 5 pitches. See the game signs, the little sticker decals that he puts on his fingernails to help Lincesum see the signs.
We just got through at dinner time telling John Rooney, one of the radio voices of the Cardinals, that Sanchez was going to get dinged a couple of times tonight.
He's really in a bad streak right now. He's been getting hit in the head, in the helmet. He's been getting hit on the shoulder. Now he gets one on the hand. I had a woman come up to me in the store the other day. She said, "Does Hector Sanchez really paint his fingernails green and orange before every game?"
I hope you lied. Yeah, he does. He's good at it too.
I said, "No, those are stickers that they have." I gave some of those to kids that were living across the street, and boy, you talk about the greatest thing that they ever saw. Now that totally captures a kid's imagination. And the package that I gave them, they didn't necessarily get on the hand that you gave signs with to the catcher. They got on all fingertips and all toes. And they were as happy as could be.
That's awesome.
But they really do serve a purpose. When a catcher sets his signs, at times, you know, it gets a little shady down there and you can't see him.
Well, Sanchez right now is having a hard time throwing the ball back to the pitcher. And Mike's right as far as it's a good thing nobody's on right now.
Well, that's an automatic. You've got a guy at first base to go, because you can't feel your thumb. I mean, that's the udder, or rudder, I should say. I guess you could get milk out of it if you squeeze hard enough. But it is the rudder that steers the grip and allows you to throw with accuracy.
Well, Skipper, you can see keeping a close eye. And this is rolled foul. Jose Akendo's going to pick this one up. Picked out a kid. Kid gave him thumbs up. And this is into right field for a base hit. Pence cannot stay on his feet, so this is going to be a leadoff double. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, gentlemen, congratulations are in order for Tim Lincecum. He was named National League Player of the Week after recording his second career no-hitter, and he joins Hall of Famer Christy Mathewson as the only other Giant to record 2 no-hitters in his career. And the Freaks no-hitter this week was the 16th in Giants history and the 8th in the San Francisco era. Congratulations, Tim Lincecum.
Yeah, and we've seen 4, in the last 4 years?
Yeah.
With Jonathan Sanchez and Matt Cain, and then the 2 from Lincecum. Knocked down by Sanchez. He's still shaking that right hand.
I think he may have got hit there again just then. Let's see where this one goes. It's right out there in front of home plate. No, it didn't get his bare hand.
Crawford can't get it. Moving to third is Peralta. So the Cardinals will have runners at first and third with nobody out.
Yeah, that's one of those times when the shift sort of betrayed you. A little broken bat, soft line drive that they have. Brandon Crawford straight away positioning at shortstop. That's a piece of cake. And that simply gets hit away from the defense.
Here's Yadier Molina. Molina struck out in the second. And he takes the first pitch down low. Look out. That could have hit Alan Craig and he wouldn't even known it.
I think I got Hector in the helmet.
He's taking a beating right now.
Let's see where it got him. Yep. I mean, it's just almost every time he gets back there.
Molina, who obviously has had his share of dings behind home plate, has given Sanchez a chance to shake it off. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's down low. It's 2-1.
Well, Lincesum can make you work. I mean, we've seen him throw a lot of pitches out there in front of home plate, and those are really unpredictable pitches as to where they're going to bounce. And it's not a very comfortable feeling when there's a man on third base if you're Hector Sanchez or Buster Posey or anybody else who's back there behind the dish catching Lincesum.
Two and two. Molina does lead the National League catchers in All-Star voting. And Lincesum right now would like to get the strikeout. Look out. And he hits Molina on the shoulder. And that's the last thing he wanted to do because he had him in the hole.
Yeah, he had a 1-2 count on him. David Goody going to come out. Now, he does have the option of pitching out of the windup, which right now I think he's got a little bit better rhythm than he does out of the stretch. And that may be one thing that David Goody talks to him about. That's going to be his call in the end. And ideally, you don't like to do it if you can help it, because if you do go out of your windup, you're going to give that guy at second base a huge lead. But it is an option. And this little panda person loves Amy G.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
You got to stand in line to love Amy G.
Yeah.
She's lovable.
So Peralta's at third, Adams at second, now Molina at first, and here's Alan Craig. Craig hit a base hit right over the mound and into center field in the second inning. Here's where Lincesum now will try to limit the damage. And it's 0-1. Crawford and Hicks looking for a double play ball. Foul back, so it's 0-2. Craig, when the Giants saw the Cardinals in St. Louis, he was swinging the bat pretty well and very much trying to drive the ball into right center field.
He's always had a good opposite field approach.
Fouled out of play. It almost looked like he was trying to do it right there.
Well, they wanted the high fastball, and then when you give the high fastball and you're ahead in the count 0-2-1-2, you do not want it in the strike zone. You want that thing going right across your shoulders, and that thing dropped right in the heart of the strike zone. And Lincesum got away with it. And you're right, he was going to right field.
Down low, so Alan Craig with a good take.
Much better two-strike pitch.
1-2. Got him.
And that's the strikeout he was pitching for. And he backed up the curveball, went right down there again, and he gets him to go fishing. And the gamer babes are digging it. Just right down below the strike zone. And watch it come out of the hand and just go straight down. And that could have been a slider. At times the break on his curveball and slider will look identical. And that looked like a big eye on the slider.
And here's John Jay, who reached on a fielder's choice and a ground ball to Buster Posey, and here he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. To come at the belt, and it's 0-2. So he's working hard right now.
He is working hard. He's digging about as deep as he can dig.
It's 58 pitches here in the 4th inning. Peralta, Adams, and Molina are your base runners. In tight 1-2.
Threw a little cutter and he almost walked into it. Almost walked into it.
He was diving a little bit.
You go right back in there and get on the hands with the fastball. It's wide open. But if you pull it in, you have a chance of hitting him with men on base and Beggs full. It's just caught a piece of it. Came back with a breaking ball. And I mean, he just skimmed the red seam. Barely made a noise. He's really throwing some quality pitches right here.
One and two. Got him. So not out of the woods yet, as here's Descalzo.
Again, he goes with the breaking ball and he aims right for home plate. Nice job of blocking it off by Hector Sanchez. And they get 2 outs by way of the strikeout. And John Jay cannot lay off.
Descalzo hit a fly ball to Morse in the 2nd inning. And here he hits it on the ground to Hicks. Hicks has got it. Lincecum's going to get out of the inning. What a nice job by the kid. Pence, Posey, Sandoval coming up. No score.
That was impressive. Ford right choice. We're going to take a look at some pitching perfection. Bases loaded, no place to put anybody. He strikes out Alan Craig. He strikes out John Jay. And he gets Descalzo to ground out Brandon Hicks. And Tim Lincecum, he just pitched out of a bases loaded, no out situation. That is our Ford right choice.
All right. Very nicely done by you and by Tim Lincecum.
That's impressive. Throwing with a lot of confidence. You have to if you're going to pull that off.
All right, so here's Hunter Pence. Pence hit a fly ball to left in the first. So you're going to get something going. You'd figure it might be in this spot in the order. Pence, Posey, and Sandoval, and the first pitch is high, 1-0. I want to be the next Dave Fleming. You know what? So do we. Yeah. See, he turned a little shade of red, so he saw all that.
Yeah. Yeah, he still will blush. Although not as easily as when he first got to the big leagues.
Hit a few key words that could get him to blush in front of a lot of people.
Yep.
It's a good sign. 1-2 to Pence. And a base hit for Pence. Just kind of reached out on a 1-2 pitch.
And Marco Gonzalez just found out something about the big leagues. I mean, you can make a great pitch and still get beat with it. Now, there's a good changeup, and it's in a good spot. But Pence just goes down and rakes it right back up the middle in a two-strike mode, the way you're taught. Stayed down nice through it. Good hands. Hunter hit it over the fence. Okay.
So here's Buster Posey. Pence was back at first by the time the ball reached first. He does have 7 steals.
Yeah, there was a couple of authentic fans.
Yeah, say hey Tuesday out at Willie Mays Plaza before the game with Greg Papa and Sean Estes. No balls and a strike to Buster Posey. And Buster Posey trying really hard to take advantage of that gap between Adams and Descalzo. Just fouled that one over the Cardinal dugout.
Yeah, we saw a quality changeup too. He was reaching.
Hooks this from down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Pence is on the move. They're going to wave him in. Pence is going to score. 1-0 Giants. Over the last 2 weeks, that ball's foul. Not tonight. It's July.
Buster Posey, who really had been the one bright spot the last couple of weeks. And he's the one guy thinking, gee, I kind of like June. It was good for my swing. Well, he just took June's swing right into July. And that, folks, is a fair ball double and an RBI. Get that foot down, and then you can see the timing and the rhythm from the hip and the hands. And how fair was it? Well, enough.
Here's Sandoval. Sandoval takes a strike.
Now let's watch Hunter Pence score from first. He's in the go mode. Hits the strides perfectly on the base. You see the windmill from Tim Flannery. And an easy stand-up score for Hunter Pence.
Sandoval hits one high to left field and deep. Back at the wall. It is out of here. Sandoval is just hit his 100th career home run, and those ladies are losing their mind.
Wow, 100th career home run, 50th here at AT&T. And everybody's up. So congratulate the Panda. And that just lit this place up.
Indeed it did.
They set up in the inside corner, and that leaks a little bit out at the belt. And Sandoval takes that bat with him all the way to first base.
Well, I wasn't so sure that this one was going to go.
It's kind of how you like him, though.
Here's Morse. Morse takes just outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
The pitch just sat down, and all of a sudden he gets to watch the majestic arc of the Sandoval 100th home run. Tim Lincesum liking it. You made a comment, Kai, after the inning was over with Lincesum. Finished the 1-2-3, 2 strikeouts and a ground ball to leave 3 runners standing, about how the momentum really can come into a dugout after a guy pitches like that. And I truly agree. And you could see it. It lit him up.
Morris takes a strike. It's 1-2. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Put the Batman t-shirt on. It's either that or the Superman t-shirt.
1-2 to Morris. This is hit into right center field and hit well. Jay's going to watch this one fly by him. And Morris is going to put on the brakes, I hope, and he does. That's 4 straight hits off of Marco Gonzalez. And 3 of the 4 extra base hits.
Now, it's on the outside corner, a little breaking ball, and that's not a hanger. It's not over the middle of the plate. If he tries and pulls this ball, he rolls it over. And he stays inside it. You saw the hands come through first. You saw the knob first, and then the barrelhead unloaded. And he takes this and backspins it right to right center. And that's an impressive swing of the bat.
So here's Hector Sanchez. And Hector Sanchez pops this one out of play.
In fact, the Bears are coming out of hibernation here in this inning.
Sanchez bounced out to Descalzo.
Angel Pagan.
There's Angel Pagan, who will get his back looked at tomorrow in Los Angeles. So we're hoping for some good news out of that one. Ball squirts away, but not far enough. Chris Bochy was saying they're working on Hector Sanchez taking a little bit out of his swing.
Well, he's also got some loop in it, a big uppercut. And he's going to have to get a little bit higher with the back shoulder and take away some of that uppercut, because it really exposes you to the high part of the strike zone. You can't keep your hands on top of that pitch, and that's been eating him up.
And way out in front. And that'll bring up Crawford.
And a disappointing at bat, and not a productive out either.
Bruce Bochy also mentioned that he and his wife Kim enjoyed the wine country yesterday, and they went out to visit our old friend Rob Davis at Jordan.
Now, Rob Davis can make a lot of things better.
So here's Crawford, and Crawford hits a high fly ball into right center field for Taveras. 2 outs. And I said they had a great time.
Well, sometimes you just kind of have to separate and get away from the ballpark. And especially when times are tough. Head up in the wine country, and that's one of the more spectacular places in our great state. Tell a few stories, have a dinner.
Here's Hicks.
Sip some great wine.
Hicks hit a pop-up that fell over the head of Adams and in front of Descalzo. But with Crawford at first, the Cardinals easily forced Crawford at second base. But in watching Hicks, as I mentioned, in batting practice, we'll see if what he did in batting practice he's going to try to take into the game, and that's just drive the ball to right field.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're even pitching to him with Lincesum on deck. And now they're going to put him on.
Clearly, they were not watching the no-hitter.
Well, there's the authenticators. And those could have been Pablo Sandoval's shoes, because it was a signature swing of the bat, his 100th home run.
Don't you have to do the boots?
He should go out and play in the cowboy boots.
Do the boots
that are 2 sizes too big for him.
So here's Lincecum. Lincecum reached on a fielder's choice. He was trying to bunt in the third, and there's a breaking ball down low.
There's the boots. Those things were on the floor. Now they're on the chair.
They'll be in the coaching box and then at third here very shortly. The 1-0 pitch to Lincecum is a strike. It is social media night tonight, so they're using different pictures when some of the Giants hitters come up to home plate. 1-2.
I thought one of the coolest things about the post game on his no-hitter was that he had the USA soccer jersey on. That was very cool.
Outside, 2-2.
Though we did see him go to left field very well in his last at bat, or his last game against the Padres, and in his 2 out or his 2 hit performance as a hitter. And that's what he has to do right now. Good swing.
So there's the bat.
Pablo Sandoval. And there you see the authenticator seal.
Breaking ball high, so it's 3-2.
Cardinals are showing zero respect for Lincecum in the outfield. They're playing like it's bases loaded, nobody out in the 9th inning, and a tie score.
Runners will go. Lincecum fouls it off.
That's a good swing.
I mean, it's a good enough swing where he can hit it over the head of Jay or Craig.
Next pitch for Gonzalez is going to be number 30 this inning. And there is no activity in the Cardinals bullpen.
Look out.
You fight off enough of those, and every once in a while, a guy's going to throw one so bad, it's an easy take. And the next pitch is going to be number 9 in this at bat, so he's putting up a fight.
And another 3-2 pitch. And it's foul. I will say this. Even with the runners moving, if he gets it to the outfield, it's going to be tough for Morris to score.
Yeah, with these arms the Cardinals have, you've got Morris is a below average runner, and even with a 2-out break, I don't think that Tim Flannery would send him.
Yeah, he spoiled a high fastball.
One of the best at-bats he's had all year.
Yeah, this is a good one. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the fans are definitely into it. Morris and Hicks, they've been working out. And now Lincecum asks for time. 3 runs in here in the 4th inning. Three and 2. And a high chopper to Adams. And Adams will flip to Gonzalez. And that'll end the inning. So action here in the 4th inning. Buster Posey's double. And then the Panda hits the home run. And it's bye-bye baby.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by the Solar Company. Not just any solar company, the solar company. Switch to solar and save.
Here it's 3-0 Giants as we head to the 5th inning. And it'll be the pitcher Gonzalez, followed by Carpenter, and then Taveras. So Pablo Sandoval hits his 100th career home run, and it gives the Giants a 3-0 lead. Did I just see a birthday wish for Brian Sabian on the board?
Yes, you did.
Hicks is going to knock it down, but take his time. I guess you only put that up there after the Giants lead 3-0.
Well, I think Pablo Sandoval hit that home run for his birthday present. So, congratulations, Brian. Happy birthday. And here's to many, many more.
Carpenter has walked and he's flied out to center field. Lincecum pitched through a bases loaded nobody out in the 4th. And Giants got in the dugout and they immediately scored 3 runs for him. Here's Carpenter and he takes a strike.
Tim Lincecum, we watched it happen in that game against the Padres. I mean, he found confidence. And he is absolutely 100% brought into this game.
And not asking for help is Ed Hickox. And he called it on the swing. It's 0-2. with Lincecum. 65 pitches here in the 5th inning. 0-2. Foul back. This is a Cardinal team that has gone to postseason the last couple of years with Carpenter at second base.
You see Mike Matheny, the skipper of the Cardinals. What a tremendous job he's done over there.
Who's that other guy?
Well, it's an old friend.
Yeah.
Mike Aldretti, Scaldo. Stanford guy, came out of Monterey. Great teammate.
Yeah, liked him a lot.
And he's now the bench coach with the Cardinals. And someday he will be a manager. No doubt.
1-2 to Carpenter. Lincecum and Sanchez not trying to get on the same page. Two and two. Let's come in the 2-2 pitch. Here it is. And this is lifted into center field. It'll fall in front of Perez. That's all Carpenter does. Time to log on to csnbayarea.com. Decide the player of the game. The winner will be revealed during Giants postgame live. You can follow the action on the diamond like never before with Bloomberg stats and more. Giants in game live on csnbayarea.com. Log on now and vote. Here's Taveras. Taveras looks at a strike. So actually Mike Lincecum out of the stretch has been pretty good.
Well, you're right. I mean, that has always been a bit of an Achilles heel for him to be able to transition from the windup to the stretch and then back into the windup. And at times it's really difficult for him to find rhythm in both.
And he pitched out of the stretch in that 4th inning with the bases loaded. Two balls and one strike now to Taveras. Lincecum trying to come up with a shutdown inning. So it'll be pitch number 73 coming up. Hicks and Crawford at double play depth, although Taveras runs very well. 3-1.
Yeah, this becomes a big pitch now. And Hector Sanchez is going to come out and talk about it.
Yeah, you got the beef coming up.
And that's exactly what he's going to say. This is not the time for a walk. This is the time to make him swing the bat. But Hector's a good cheerleader, and I think Tim Lincecum likes that about him. He'll come out and pump him up.
So if you're Taveras, you got to think you're going to get something to hit here. And it's 3-2.
Came at him with a slider and a good one. And I think he feels he's got as much confidence throwing that pitch for a strike as he does the fastball.
Maybe he throws another one. We'll see if Carpenter goes. Cardinals are down by 3. He goes. Swinging a bouncing ball to Posey, and it's a fair ball. So they'll get the out. Carpenter ends up at second base. And I guess at this point in the game, you take the outs.
Yeah, that's a nice comeback. You know, he's down the whole 3-1 to him. He had to make him swing the bat. Interesting that he went at him with pitches away from the fastball.
Peralta doubled down the right field line in the 4th inning.
In the no-hitter against the Padres, he threw the fastball less than 40% of the time.
Swing and a miss. No balls and one strike.
And that's a good changeup.
She's a good fan.
Yeah, she's got her soccer jersey on, her Giants cap.
Oh, and 1. And that's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Adams is on deck. It's a ball and a strike to Johnny Peralta. And Peralta's not biting. It's 2-1. There's Adams. He's the big dog.
And Matt Adams has lots of power.
Lincecum has an idea what he wants to throw. He's just waiting for Sanchez to call it. 2-2.
Yeah, he's looking for that off-speed stuff. I mean, 2 times he gets swing throughs on changeups. Split, I mean a good one. Well, he knows what he wants. It's just going to be a matter of how soon he can get it from Sanchez. Oh, that's a good pitch. And he knew it too. He made the pitch he wanted. They set up in the inside corner. Comes right there. And there's the grimace.
Three and 2. Got him. With a high fastball, and that'll end the inning. 3-0 Giants.
Net Bay Area is brought to you by Deliver Us from Evil in theaters July 2nd.
It's 3-0 Giants as we head to the Giants half of the 5th inning. And with 8 hitters to the plate in the 4th inning, that means the Giants will have their leadoff hitter on. And that's Juan Perez. And Perez on the first pitch into left center field. It's going to fall. So Perez aboard. And he needed that. And here's Hunter Pence.
Well, and after the rough 4th inning when Gonzalez gave up 3 runs and threw a lot of pitches, first pitch of the 5th inning, he's right back in the stretch. Now, young pitchers are fragile anyway, but this is really going to test this young man.
Pence lined a single into center field, and he lined it on a pitch away like that one, and it's 0-1.
Well, I think it was the same exact pitch. The single was a 2-strike changeup, and here he opens up the bat with the same changeup. Pence over the fence. A little sneak attack over there, huh?
Is that a Terry Mulholland move?
I think it was. Remember this, Marco Gonzalez, his father's a pitching coach in the Rockies organization. So I imagine he does have a few tricks up his sleeve.
Down low, blocked nicely by Molina. 1 ball and 1 strike. Perez with his lead, and now Gonzalez will check on him. He doesn't have a steal this year, but he has got the ability to take it.
He's got good speed, but I bet Gonzalez has 9 different pickoff moves.
Oh yeah. 1 ball and 1 strike. High, 2-1. You can be raised by a former pitcher, and then you can be raised by a former pitcher and a pitching coach. That's called the double kafud. Way outside, 3-1.
Get home from school. Hey, Dad, what do you want to do? Play catch? No, today we're going to do ab work, and we're going to work on our pickoff moves.
PFPs, man. Grounders to first. You better get over there and cover.
We're going to practice changing our sequence up when we're on the mound. I can see how that's all going to unfold.
3-1. Pence base hit. Perez is going to go to third, and now the ball gets by Craig, and Perez is coming home, and he's going to make it. Hunter Pence with a double. We'll see if he gets credited with an RBI, and they're going to give him an RBI.
Right over the glove of Johnny Peralta and into the gap, and here's where Alan Craig makes a costly mistake. And we haven't seen if they've given him an error yet or if they're going to give Pence a double. But it was open season for Tim Flannery, who never slowed down.
So here's Buster Posey. And Buster skies this one into right center field. And Pence is thinking about tagging, and he's going to go. And the throw is going to be late. How about that? I think he saw John Jay do a little bit of the pop-up dance, and he said, I'm going to take it.
And you're right. Once you see an outfielder start to lose his momentum to the ball and he starts backing up, he's not going to be able to get much on the throw. And here is where he backs up, and that was his cue to take off. So even though it wasn't out for Posey, it was a productive out.
Here's Sandoval now with the infield in and a run in. And it's low. 1 ball and no strikes. Sandoval takes wide, 2-0. They may pitch around Sandoval here. So they may be trying to set up the double play. Sandoval hit his career home run number 100 in the 4th.
Like a little cut fastball that didn't get in tight enough on him, and he got some barrelhead through it, popped it right out of here. 50th here at AT&T Park, 100th of his career. Yeah, that's right. I'm Batman.
And that's ball 4.
Well, download the Giants official mobile app at the ballpark. This is a must-have free app for Giants fans when visiting AT&T Park. From your mobile device, the app will allow you to keep track of your own win-loss record of the games you attend, access in-game video highlights, check in to unlock special offers, and much, much more. You can upgrade your seats. Go to sfgiants.com/ballpark app or text ballpark to 31826 to download at the ballpark right now. I got it. It's very cool.
Hey, we know those two.
David Schwartz and his daughter Sarah.
And this is foul back.
David has been a ball dude here many, many times.
Yeah, let's make people know that that is his daughter.
Yes, it is.
No balls and 1 strike. Target is in, and that's where Gonzalez throws it. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, they made a curveball on the outside part of the plate that Michael Morris went the opposite way with, and you can see this at bat. They're trying to crowd him in, and here they're setting up in again. Cardinals have Seth Maness in their bullpen getting heated up.
Two-one pitch. Here it is. 3-1.
There's Maness.
Three balls and 1 strike. Pence at third, Sandoval at first. Morris had a good rip. 3-2.
That was a changeup too. He was not fooled. He had good balance in his swing for that one.
All right, let's see if Bruce Bochy sends Pablo Sandoval.
Yeah, I mean, Gonzalez really is more of a fly ball strikeout type pitcher. I don't know if he will. So, because of that, and you're betting on contact.
Sandoval goes. It's ball 4.
So indeed, he sets the pan to 3. And that's going to be it for Marco Gonzalez. Michael Feeney making a long walk out here, and we're going to see Seth Maness.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
of the San Francisco Giants. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
Back here at AT&T Park, the Giants have scored a run here in the 5th. They've got the bases loaded, and there's your new pitcher.
Seth Maness, the new pitcher now for St. Louis, 33rd time that he comes into a ball game. He's a sinker slider guy. He does have a changeup. You see a high 80 sink, but you're going to see a lot of ground balls.
And Hector Sanchez takes a called strike. He's 0 for 2. His numbers, however, with the bases loaded, pretty good. Slowly hit. The only play at first, and Sanchez is going to get an RBI on a weak ground ball. Both runners move up.
Well, when you're struggling, that turns out to be a pretty good at bat. You get an RBI, and you didn't hit into a double play. You didn't strike out. You kept it going. And right now, believe it or not, Hector Sanchez will take it as he fights his way through his slump.
Yeah, both runners moved up, and now it's Brandon Crawford, so it's 5-0. Crawford has walked, and he's flied out to right. And he bounces this one to second. So Descalzo is going to throw out Crawford. Giants on the board twice. We'll head to the 6th at 5-0. Chevron pitching matchup for tomorrow's game. That's right, it'll be a good one. It's Adam Wainwright, who's been outstanding. Ryan Vogelsong has pitched very well. And you can join us right here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area for Giants pregame live at 6:30 before we bring you game 2 of this series. Adam Wainwright, Ryan Vogelsong. And Adam Wainwright can make a case for starting the All-Star game. Steinbergs are here. It's kind of odd. We see him at a home game. Aren't they like the road warriors?
Well, that's what he's doing. The two of them are going to every Giants road game this year, and they have not missed one in the first half.
Cued to Sandoval to Posey. Well, the Giants' record on the road. Let's see how this is working. Giants are 22-15 on the road. They're 24-21 at home. They need to get here. Let's go.
He's golden. There's his card, and you can follow his exploits. Hey, what is it, 91?
Yeah.
Gamer.
Didn't he give us that card in Pittsburgh?
He did.
I still got it somewhere. Here's Yadier Molina. And a strike, and it's 0-1. One ball and one strike. Tapped into the hole. Sandoval dives. Sandoval gets up. High throw. Posey tags Molina. 2 down. Nice play.
Well, that is a nice play. Remember, what's the rule of thumb? At third base, you take everything you can get. Down to his belly, quickly to his feet. A bit of a high throw, but a beautiful thing about a first baseman, you just drop that glove in the base pass, and the runner's got nowhere to go but into your glove. One more look at how quickly he gets to the balance point. Up quickly, squares. And watch him drop the glove, and Molina's got nowhere to go except back in the dugout.
Here's Craig. He's 1 for 2. Look out. Down the right field line. Get out into right field. Hunter Pence on the move. Still on the move. Still on the move, and he makes the running catch. And Alan Craig can't believe it. He just got AT&T'd. Nice running catch by Hunter Pence. Full throttle. And that'll end the inning. Yes.
Heffernan Insurance Brokers, offering business and personal insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. Visit us at hefins.com and by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Here we are in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Brandon Hicks is going to lead things off. And Hicks rolls it foul, and it's 0-1. Hicks reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd, and then was walked intentionally in the 4th. Nice catch by Hunter Pence. It almost looks like the troops are having fun again.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little swagger, maybe, huh?
They're into July, and they got a little swagger going. And we haven't seen a lot of swagger of late.
Lincecum's on deck. Hicks with a half swing. It's 1-2. Caught in between.
Seth Maness out of Eastern Carolina University. Good baseball program down there.
Hicks pops it up into right field. And moving in is Jay.
Let's take a look at the play that ended it for the Cardinals in the 6th inning. A bolt. And you can see the spin of the ball was coming back to Pence. That helped. Pence had to go a long way. He wasn't playing towards the gap. He was playing almost straight away. But enough height, and he ran it down. Nice high backhander, and boy, he got a hero's welcome coming back to the dugout.
So here's Lincecum. Lincecum, look out. Billy Hayes, no such thing as an ugly finder with Billy Hayes.
Yeah, he's got catcher face.
Yeah. That's the older version of Jack Reacher.
So
there is a younger version.
So you're telling me Jack Reacher had a boiler when he got older?
Yeah. Full count to Lincecum. And Lincecum. Actually, I must have had the count wrong. It's 3-2. I guess I didn't.
Well, if you watch Lincecum, you totally got deep like we all did.
All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, guys, it's that time of the night for the fans to get their photos out. It's sponsored by AT&T. Hashtag tweet us a fan, CSNBA fan photo. Put your name and your hometown. Tonight, the lucky winner is little baby Noelle. I love this picture. She's from Fresno, and she is rocking the orange and black headband. She's with jersey number 23. Who wears that? Well, Tito Fuentes used to wear it, and right now, Ron Wotus. Guys?
Perez on the ground. That's 1, and that's 2. All right, Amy. Ron Wotus wearing that number. Game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. A good start for Tim Lincecum. Marco Gonzalez, the rook, gave up 5 earned runs, 4 walks. Lincecum, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He pitched out of a bases loaded, no out inning in the 4th. And Sandoval, 2 for 2, his 100th career home run. How about that?
They like the 100th home run.
Here's John Jay, and John Jay takes a strike.
I remember down in San Diego when Jeff Leonard and Chili Davis both had their 100th home run the same game.
Crawford proposes.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Well, if you're coming to the ballpark the next few days, stop by Lefty O'Doul Plaza on 3rd Street to check out the Giants Independence Day tent sale. Giants merchandise on sale for as low as $1. Tomorrow the tent sale opens at 3 p.m. and closes at the end of the game. And Thursday
It opens at 10 a.m. and again is open through the end of the game. Don't miss out on the sale because you're going to get a lot of Giants hats, T-shirts, sweatshirts, and novelty items at a very cheap price.
Descalzo. He's flied out. He's bounced out. We're in the 7th. 1 out. Nobody on. And there's a fly ball to right for Hunter Pence. And Hunter Pence will make the catch. And it looks like we're going to see a pinch hitter. It's going to be Shane Robinson.
See the pitches by inning, really a couple of bumps in the road. The first inning, not abnormal. Lincesum usually has a high pitch count then. And then he rocks and rolls to the 4th when he has a 25 pitch inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. He gets out of it. And 92 as we are nearing the end of the 7th.
Here's Shane Robinson who takes a strike. Up the middle. Crawford's got the range. Can he throw him out? You bet. A 6-pitch inning for Lincecum. They're having fun again, folks. It's 5-0 here in the 7th. Here we're looking at Tim Lincecum, who's throwing the ball extremely well. He's only allowed 4 hits. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Well, Jason Mott going to come in now. Used to be the closer of the Cardinals and really a very successful one. Then he had to go through Tommy John surgery, and this whole season it's been bad, basically getting back.
And on one pitch, Pence bounces to Carpenter. And that'll bring up Buster Posey.
Mott, a converted catcher, has always had a great fastball. And when we saw him back in St. Louis when he just got off a disabled team, he was throwing hard again. Not quite as hard as he was when he was at his peak. He was throwing high 90s fastballs. You'll still see some of those. He's got a slider and a changeup to go with the fastball. And he's got the look of a closer.
Posey takes a strike. Yes, he does. The beard thing now is, it's not even unusual. Yeah, everybody's got 2 or 3 guys.
Not even unusual beards are unusual.
Well, I think they're all kind of unusual, but
only when they're about 6 inches long below your chin.
I mean, there was a time where there was rules, no facial hair.
Yep.
And then guys would start to cheat a little bit around September 15th.
Start the winter beards.
Yeah, and then the manager would have to call him in and say, keep it trim. Peralta to his left. And yes, Adams stays on the bag. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Sandoval.
Well, there still are organizations that have no facial hair rules, at least beard rules. New York Yankees being one of them. And for the most part.
See, look, even the fans aren't allowed beards.
That's right. Yankee fans, no beards.
Sandoval's been on base 3 times. He drew a walk in the 5th. Here he shoots one down the right field line, and coming in is Taveras, and he makes the running catch. 8th inning coming up. Top of the order to face Lincecum.
.6:30, you'll see it right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. The series of the Cardinal continues. Complete Giants coverage every night on Sportsnet Central and CSNBayArea.com with Giants insider Andrew Baggerly. The home of your San Francisco Giants is Comcast Sportsnet. Tomorrow you're going to see Ryan Vogelsong taking on Adam Wainwright. A couple of righties going at each other. So join us if you can't make it out to the yard. Here it is 5-0 Giants.
Gregor Blanco into the game for Morris. Here's Carpenter who takes a strike. Carpenter, the last base runner for the Cardinals. And that came in the 5th inning. You say Adam Wainwright tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Think he's chewing a little bit after the Giants roughed him up in St. Louis?
I absolutely think he's thinking about that outing he had. And the Giants did indeed rough him up. And he's not used to that.
I haven't looked at his starts, but I bet you that was the worst start he's had this year. 1-2 now to Carpenter.
Yeah, I'd have to believe you're right with that one.
Hit on the ground, foul. To Choate. Randy Choate.
Randy Choate, one of 3 left-handers in that Cardinal bullpen. He's a sidewinder.
How about the Padres? Padres saying the Reds, come on.
That's Matt Latos coming back to San Diego.
Yeah, we're not having with the Cincinnati Reds. Two balls, 2 strikes. And this is lifted out to Blanco. 1 out. Well, Giants fans, the next time you're looking to pick up great seats to the game, head to StubHub, where you can earn 2% back in fan rewards on every purchase, including Giants tickets. Plus, with all in pricing, there are no surprise fees at checkout. StubHub, your ticket to upgrades and more. Calm him down a little bit. Let's get him some food.
Well,
and those two right there going to the electric chair at 9:30.
Oh yeah, they're just getting started.
Yeah.
And they are wearing out that Cardinal fan.
Taveras takes a ball. Good fans.
Yes, they are.
2-0 pitch is high. 3-0 is Javier Lopez in the bullpen.
Somebody's having a birthday. Now, this is the group of the night, though. I got to tell you. You wear a horned helmet to the yard, you get a good chance of being the MVP.
I'm thinking they started at Pedro's at about 2:30.
They were watching soccer. They just changed their jerseys and headed over to the ballpark.
Taveras just swung at ball 4. It's 3-2.
Pure challenge time here with a 5-0 lead. You don't want to be walking anybody.
Well, he's walked one, and that was Carpenter to lead off the game. And Taveras is going to take the walk. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, guys. Well, if you're wondering how Timmy fares after no-hitters, tonight is drastically different than just under a year ago. He pitched his last no-hitter July 13th, 2013. Then he saw the mound 9 days later, July 22nd. Here's his line. He went 3 2/3 innings. He gave up 9 hits, 8 earned runs, a walk, 2 Ks, and 3 homers. I'd say much improved in 2014, guys.
Yeah, well, I think the number of pitches he threw, obviously, just during the no-hitters probably had a lot to do with that, as Romo headed down.
And I think the next start he made was another spectacular start. Memory serves me correctly.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
So it wasn't the next start that he fared well, but the start after that he did pitch well. Because immediately when he had the poor outing, his second outing, everybody was talking about the pitch count of 148 pitches. Well, he quieted that down in his next start.
Out of play, 1-2. Peralta doubled in the 4th, but Lincesum struck him out in the 5th. And the pitch is up and in, 1-2. That was an off-speed pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes. Curveball. Got him.
Oh, and a good one. I mean, you just take your pick. Slider, curveball, split, they're all good. And here he has no fear in dropping this thing right off the table into the glove of Hector Sanchez.
It's got some good snap to it.
That's the kind of spin on a breaking ball you can hear. Right up on top. Great flexibility and extension. See ya.
Adams is 1 for 3. And he takes a strike. Indians now lead the Dodgers 7-3 that game in the 6th inning. Indians have a triple play in that game. It's kind of an odd one, and I'm not even going to try to explain it, but they got a triple play. It took a little bit of a review to do it. softly, Pence. And Lincesum will walk off the mound. Having pitched 8 innings, they love the kid. It's 5-0 Giants. Final shoe stories. It happened on September 17th and 18th in 1968. Gaylord Perry of the Giants threw a no-hitter. And then what did Ray Washburn do the very next day? He threw a no-hitter against the Giants. Come on. Gaylord's no-hitter. 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Giants won 1-0. They beat Bob Gibson. Ray Washburn beat Bobby Bolin. And he walked 5 and struck out 8 and won 2-0. How about that? It's time for a change things speedy. Oil change and auto service, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Randy Choate, the new pitcher now for the Cardinals. You take a look at his numbers. He's been a workhorse. Similar type numbers to that of Javier Lopez. 32nd time he's come in, only amassing 21 in the 3rd innings. Bit of a specialist from the left side, and you'll see why as soon as he releases the ball. It is a sidearm winger. And he's got some funkiness to him.
So Tim Lincesum trying to get Hector Sanchez's attention because he's out of the ball game. And Blanco takes low.
You're really going to see just 2 looks from Choate. You're going to see a fastball and a slider. This year against the Cardinals, Blanco has torched him. 7 for 16 with 4 ribeyes.
Here's the 2-0 to Blanco, and Blanco takes low 3-0. And that's not even close 4-pitch walk. That'll make you take a walk, won't it?
Well, yeah. It's good at bat. Hey, the family's here.
Is that the Sullivans? I think it is. Yeah, they show their true colors. Those two have raised those kids right. Here's Hector Sanchez.
You know, that little bit of history we just remembered with the Gaylord Perry home run or no-hitter, and then the next day the Cardinals go no-hitter.
Ray Washburn.
Ray Washburn. Well, the guy that caught the game for the Cardinals when they were no hit by Gaylord Perry. He was here tonight.
Well, maybe the same guy didn't get any hits the day before either.
Johnny Edwards caught the game for Ray Washburn, but Tim McCarver caught the game. He was part of that no-hitter, getting no hits.
Yeah, there's Timmy. And Hector Sanchez flips one into right field for a base hit. He needed that. We saw Dan McLaughlin, Tim McCarver's partner. There's Dan. Well, they're telling us in the truck that McCarver did draw a walk against Gaylord.
Yeah, Gaylord only allowed 2 base runners. McCarver was one of them. Really one of the great baseball guys around, and a Ford Frick winner, Hall of Fame broadcaster.
Here's Crawford, 0 for 2 with a walk. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Hicks on deck. Machi in the bullpen. In tight to Crawford. Same pitch is the one pitch prior, and it's 1-2. Blanco at second, Sanchez at first. And this time Crawford says no. 2-2.
See the view that Brandon Hicks sees from the on-deck circle.
Choke. Thinking that Crawford's going to go at it one more time, and he hasn't. It's 3-2. Three and 2. Hit on the ground to second. Descalzo to Peralta on to Adams. Moving on to third is Blanco. So that's a double play. Don't forget to check out Sportsnet Central tonight after Giants postgame live right here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. So here's Hicks. The pitch to Hicks is in tight. 1 ball and no strikes. I don't know. That guy may have some cattle.
Yeah, he looks like he's got
cattle. I'm going with he does.
He's not a big hat, no cattle guy.
And I don't think you should try to take that hat off either.
No, that would not be good.
That's a little foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. It looks like a valley guy that's got some cattle, and you don't mess with his hat. It's that simple.
It's true. Easy.
Turns out he might be a lawyer living in the city.
No.
You're not going with that?
That guy's been on a tractor and he's been on a horse.
1 ball and 1 strike. Rolled foul again. Speaking of the horse, when are we going to see the horse? We're going to see the horse in San Diego. Yep. Nod your head if you get cattle. Yeah?
Yeah, nod your head if you got cattle.
If you got cattle, nod your head. Ooh, 2-2. Yep, he's got 2 cows. See it? Just a couple, but that's all we need.
That's the international 2 cows sign. He's got cattle.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And not a full count.
Big hat, 2 cattle.
No, she doesn't have any cattle.
No, there's no cattle.
I bet you they got a picture of some Clydesdales in their house.
Yep.
Hicks pops it up. Right in the middle of the diamond, it's Peralta, and he will put it away to end the 8th. 9th inning coming up. 2 cows and 2 kids. Very nice.
Are a Honda player of the game, no doubt about it. Tim Lincesum is the Honda player of the game, and what he did tonight was dazzle the Cardinals. It's the first time in his career that he's had back-to-back scoreless outings of at least 8 innings, and this is 8 zeros after the no-hitter against San Diego. He brought that same rhythm, that same confidence into tonight's ball game. He is a Honda player of the game.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and smog expert.
G. Machi, 36th time that he has come into a game, 5-0 with a 1.36 ERA. The last couple of outings he has given up runs, which is news, because prior to that he had gone 25 1/3 scoreless innings.
Here's Molina, and Bruce Bochy took a little bit of that on himself. He felt like he used Machi enough over an extended period of time, and he thought he got stale. Get up the middle. Hicks is going to dive. Hicks is going to throw, and he throws one low and away to Buster Posey. Molina's going to have a hit. Stay tuned for the post-game wrap. That's going to come up after the game, and Mike will also talk about the game with Murph and Mac tomorrow morning on KNBR 680. So here's Alan Craig. Credit Molina with a base hit, and for the Cardinals, that's their 5th hit. Strike takes low. On deck is John Jay. And this is lined right at Perez. And Craig's retired, and here's Jay. John Jay is 0 for 3. And he fouls this one out of play.
Lefty. He's a left-hander. That wasn't so much of a toss as it was kind of a jump shot.
No balls and 1 strike. And this is lifted high and foul. 0-2.
You just get high fives and smiles. I mean, it's magical. It's just how it is.
Runner goes, hit on the ground to Crawford. Crawford snares it, spins, throws, got him. Nice play. He's picking it tonight.
That was not an easy hop. It kind of exploded on him.
It looked like it even kind of snow coned it a little bit.
Catch it, 360, all the time in the world, not a problem. And there is the snow cone you're talking about. He used every bit of that glove.
I mean, if he doesn't catch it, he's not going to be able to throw out John Jay. So here's Descalzo with 2 outs. And the pitch, and a called strike, and it's 0-1. Still in the 6th inning in LA with the Indians leading the Dodgers. And that's rolled foul, so it's 0-2. And now this crowd of over 41,000 on their feet.
Well, they have not left their chairs.
To Descalzo. And it's high, 1-2. San Diego now leading Cincinnati 7-1.
Well,
Giants tired out those Reds.
They're weak.
1-2. Hit out to Blanco, and this should do it. And that's the ball game. So the Giants win game 1 of this series, and they do it behind another superb Tim Lincecum, who picks up his 7th win, and he throws 8 shutout innings, striking out 6. He walked 2, and maybe the signature inning for Lincecum was the 4th. Bases loaded, nobody out, 2 strikeouts and a ground ball.
Well, this is really good to see from a Giants perspective, to see Lincecum take that mound and have the confidence that he can pitch through any problem. I mean, when he first got to the big leagues, he was cocky, and he always had that feeling that he could pitch through any problem, that he could strike out anybody, and that he could get out any mess. And he's getting it back. The no-hitter against the Padres, he brought that same rhythm into tonight's ball game. He was spectacular.
So the Giants with 3 runs in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. And they beat the Cardinals, who have now lost 3 straight. And their record now 44-40. And more than anything, what we said during the broadcast is we wanted to see a little bit of the swagger back. And I think Lincecum provided that. I do.
Well, I think that in the 4th inning you're talking about, when he pitched through that bases loaded, nobody out situation, you made mention of the fact that you can bring momentum into a dugout by doing something magical like he did there. And they did. They responded in the bottom half of the inning and put up a 3 spot, and everything broke loose. And so tonight's ball game, I mean, is so important in a lot of ways. Not only did you see Lincecum carry great rhythm into his next start, but the offense woke up, and that's huge significance.
And one of the guys that helped the offense wake up is with Amy G. Amy?
All right, guys, thanks so much, Pablo. I know you guys were happy to turn that calendar page. June was tough for you. July 1st, that offense came back to life tonight, kind of came out of hibernation. The fans really needed that win. How much did you guys need the win?
We needed so bad, you know. After a tough homestand, we had the last homestand, so we try to do the best we can out there, you know. Try to get the confidence back. Try to do the best we can, you know. It is tough, you know, because it's a situation like that. You have to keep humble, keep your head up.
Well, a big night for the team and a really nice night for you. You recorded your 100th career home run. It was in your second at bat. We're going to show it here, and can you just kind of take us through what you were thinking going up there? You've been sitting on it for a while.
You know, it's a good at bat. You know, first pitch was cool, but I know the sequence he's been through the other guys. You know, I was looking for fastball in, he threw me fastball in, so I got a good swing on that ball.
Tim Lincecum coming off of his no-hitter. He looks like he hasn't lost a step. He's been so solid for you guys. He's so confident right now. What are you seeing from him?
He's confident, but I think this guy's confident. But I think this is one of the big things, you know. When you got a game like that, the next start, you know, you don't try to do too much. So that's where he do that right there. You know, he keep humble in the mound and threw the best pitch he got.
You know what else is back?
Who?
What? It's your cowboy boots. You brought the boots are back, and it looks like they were full of hits.
Yeah, you know, I saved for the month, June month, you know, was tired, so now in July I'll bring it back.
I think that was a really good idea. Pablo Sandoval, thanks so much. Congratulations on the win, and Dwayne and Mike, let's get it back up to you.
At some point, we'll have Amy G put those boots on. Mike, we talked about the swagger with Lincecum. Also, the offense showed a little bit.
Good at bats, and they strung them together. I mean, that's the thing that they were not able to do in the month of June for the longest time. And, you know, they couldn't put together a couple of walks, a couple of knocks, a couple of anything. They couldn't string the line. So tonight, another great sign, and it happened to the Giants second time through the lineup too. They didn't know anything about Marco Gonzalez tonight. This is their first look at him. It was his second big league outing, and yes, he's a young arm, but he's an unknown arm. And we've already seen in this homestand 2 games against the Padres where they saw guys they didn't know, and they really got stuffed by them. So nice adjustments the second time through. They put hits together. They put up a couple of crooked numbers, and it made all the difference in the world.
And their reward, Adam Wainwright tomorrow night. Final score, Giants 5, Cardinals nothing. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews, and their app is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio.